You know, this music doesn't really seem appropriate for a grimdark stream. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only smooth jazz. Yeah. Nothing but the freshest grooves right here on 95.5 The Weasel. Broadcasting live via the Astronomicon to all affected by the Emperor's light and beyond, into the darkest reaches of space. Yes, folks, when I ask you to purge the heretics, I presume you'll do it with style, because this is 95.5 The Weasel. The horrors of the warp getting you down. Are you perhaps a squat whose homeworld was devoured by the one and only Great Devourer? Well, don't worry. We've got your stim pack right here. Okay, it's gone a bit like drum and bass now, so yeah, we can stop that now. Thank you. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, let me preface this by saying, my dogs and cats are evil. Possibly working together, in fact. So, I went out the dogs out this morning. On the way out, I noticed that one of them had grabbed the sort of toothbrush-shaped dog treats that we have called greenies, which are these relatively large dog treat things that you give them to chew on that help clean their teeth, and, well, both the dogs seem to really enjoy them as well. They're a little pricey, so we don't generally give them to them all that often, but we usually have a box lying around. And I noticed, oh, right, well, I mean, I guess I must have accidentally thrown one on the floor or something, so I thought nothing of it. I come back in, and the first thing Kumo does is go right up to the same place and comes back out again with another greenie. Which point I'm thinking, huh, this is really weird. So I look under there and find out that one of the bags of greenies is under the chair, and they have most likely been helping themselves to one at a time all frickin' night because the cat knocked the bag of greenies off the counter. Yeah. So, if anything, they will be subject to exterminatus. There's the joke, there's the tagline, that is the punchline, that's all you're getting. Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf, a port of mobile, and you might be thinking, oh no, it's another bad 40k game. Actually, no, hold your horses on this one. So, I played this on mobile, and it was actually pretty damn fun. It's a mixture of a tactics and card game. The problem I had with it was mostly its business model, because, well, you know, tactics and card game, opening packs, and I can only play a very small number of those games at a time, mostly because I'd like to still be able to afford the mortgage. Here's the interesting thing, though. They took all of that out for the PC version. They basically made it a $10 game. It's currently in early access. It's pretty much the whole game from mobile, but without any of the mobile bullshit. And they've completely overdone the graphics, and they're adding new settings and PC-specific stuff, so I'm like, alright, okay, I'll give it another bash. And as it turns out, actually, so far, I'm really liking this. This is a lot of fun, so let me show you why. On the second campaign mission, which is real fucking hard. I remember I struggled with this mission on mobile as well. It's a fucking bitch. It's a very tricky mission, so let's try and not fuck it up. And I'll show you exactly what's going on here. For the moment, we can only pick the squad leader and power armor. Haven't unlocked the other squad mates as of yet. You'll see what's going on with that in a minute. The game's not fully optimized yet. I noticed like that ambient occlusion was really hitting the frame rate hard. Not that it really matters because it's turn-based, but they've significantly improved the model quality and things like that. They've even added some really cool shit, which I'd like to show you. There's certainly some things I'd like to see changed, but like it's not too bad so far. So right, here's how it works. So you've got your dudes. You're going to see up to 3 guys in the squad eventually in this mission, and you get to take 2 actions per turn. and these actions are card-driven. So, in the case of Valdis, I want to move him. So, how am I going to move him? Well, there's a Chaos Space Marine over there. I can move him, I believe, up to about 4. If I use this movement card, I could move him with that. However, this particular movement card has a pretty neat little feature in that it is what's called a chain card. If you hold it in your hand and a certain effect happens, this triggers, which is kind of like a combo. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, how am I going to deal with these 2 Chaos Space Marines up here? I've got 700 HP, they've got 200 each, but I know for a fact, because this mission is hard as fuck, that I'm going to be fighting a lot of dudes. So, alright, fair enough. Let's see what we can do. So, what I can do is I could equip this bolter here, this Terran Pattern Bolter. This is I think, exceptional level item or something like that. So, I can equip it, and it's going to go in my equipment slot down here. Now, there's a difference between equipping something or just flat out using it. I could use any of these items right here, and inexplicably, my dude would pull one of these items from his back pocket. This includes heavy bolters, by the way. I know it's ridiculous, but it's kind of neat anyway. And he'll use it, and then the card goes. So these are all sorts of different types of weapons. Like, there's if you're a Warhammer 40k gear nerd, this game's got tons of shit in it. But in the case of an equipable weapon, I have to spend an action to equip it, but then I can use it for several shots, and I can even reload it if I draw a card that uses the same ammo type as it. And this bolter is real fucking powerful. Does 225 damage average, 75% chance to hit, 3 ammo capacity, one-handed weapon, and it has a 75% chance to overwatch, which means that when somebody moves into range of you, it has a 75% chance to shoot them during the opponent's turn. So I'm going to equip it. There we go. And it even changes the character model. I love that. I would say a nice little bit of detail. That is the Terran Pattern Bolter. If you zoom in, you can even see they've actually molded the whole thing. It's even got the drum magazine and the chain bayonet, which is pretty sick. By the way, that's an actual real piece of gear. The lore is pretty accurate outside of the whole I can keep 20 weapons in my back pocket thing, but we'll ignore that. So I've equipped it. Now I have 1 action left. So I've got to be a little bit careful here because he's going to be able to take his turn. So I've got to think, all right, he's also going to have 2 actions, and on average, I know for a fact this guy's equipped with a bolter, so his bolter right now has 4 squares worth of range. I also know he can move, I believe, up to 4 spaces. So, ideally, I don't want to move into weapons range of him, because if I do, he's going to be able to shoot me twice. I wouldn't want that. So, there's a couple of ways you can move. Either you can sacrifice any of these cards to move. If I so desire, I could do that, or I could use special movement cards. In this case, I could use a jump pack, for instance. Yes, this guy has a jump pack in his back pocket. Let's just ignore that. Lol lore. And that would allow me to pass through obstacles. The problem is that's not really going to help because it's going to move me in range. So I wanted to move forward just a little bit, just a smidge, or maybe even just wait for him to come to me. There's nothing wrong with that. If I sacrifice my turn, I get to take my next turn quicker because this game is based on a system called effort. And different actions take different amounts of effort, and those actions then delay when your next turn is on the turn order system. So there's actually quite a lot of complexity here. So if I actually end my turn here, then I've still got effort left. He moves, he used 8 effort to move, and now he moves again for a total of 16 effort. So that ends his turn. So he's going to move forward again for 8, and then again for 16. Here's the nice thing, that just triggered my overwatch. He moves into range, and my bolter fires, and I take him out. Lovely. And the best thing is, of course, I get to move now. So when you've got a lot of different dudes on the screen, the effort timer and the effort that you accrue determines the turn order from there on in. So now I can move into range of this guy and maybe kill him in 1 shot if I'm lucky. So let's see. I need to sacrifice a card. What am I not probably going to use an awful lot of? This chainsword. I already have another one anyway, so I can use that to move up. I believe a standard card can just move you up to 3 spaces when you sacrifice it. Movement cards generally have either a special effect or let you move further. I don't know if there's a mobile version without the scummy monetization. All I know is the PC version doesn't have that. Alright, so I moved into range. I believe I'm 4 squares away. You've then got to pick your facing. That's super important. Don't want to face in the wrong direction, otherwise you can't hit him. And now, of course, I can use my equipped bolter to hopefully kill him. 225 damage, but this fires several rounds, and each of those rounds has a chance to miss. So I may win, I may not. We'll see. Didn't. Missed 2 shots, which kind of sucks, but there you go. So he now gets to take a turn. And his bolter does a decent amount of damage, but also makes me discard cards, which is pretty sucky. And I ended up taking 2 full rounds full of that, which isn't great. So I think to myself, alright, do I want to use the last remaining ammo in this? I can reload it if I draw a card that uses the same ammo type. So I need to draw a bolter of some sort. Not a heavy bolter, a regular bolter. A bolt pistol or a bolt gun would do it. Combi bolters don't, unfortunately. I'd like to take it out of this, but combi weapons do not. And yes, this game has a bunch of combi weapons. Like I said, if you are a 40k gear nerd, this game is a fucking... Oh, it's a magical, technical dream world of really crazy shit. So let's use the combi weapon. So this is going to take 8 effort. I'm going to aim at him. 165 damage. It's going to fire both a plasma gun and a bolter at the same time. Because, yeah. There you go. Almost got him. So now I can try and finish him off. I do have this field shotgun here. That's got a range of 4. I do tend to like to... For some reason, the field shotgun actually lets me reload the bolt there, which... That doesn't sound like canon at all, but... Alternatively, I could use my Lucius Pattern Flamer. I think that's a fairly common one. Yeah, let's just use the Flamer to finish him off. Like I said, this... And I missed him. That sucks. The guy has, like, 50 weapons in his back pocket. Thankfully, because of the way that exhaustion works, I actually get to attack a 3rd time. So I'm going to try using a Flamer once more. And we took him out this time. There we go. Nice. Cool. So there are no enemies around at the moment. I think I'm going to use that shotgun, actually, to reload the Terran Pattern bolt gun. And since there are no enemies I currently have to worry about, I know for a fact, by the way, having played this mission and lost it before, that up here there's a trigger for more enemies. So I'm going to use this card here to draw some more cards. There we go. And then I can start moving. I don't want to move into trigger range. I just can't quite remember where the triggers are on this map. Well, I think that was the trigger. Oh, there we go. That's triggered my other squad mates. So, this guy's Harold, he's a Terminator, and this guy's a Scout. They all have completely different decks and movesets, which are all customizable, by the way. So, that's pretty good. So, the mission is to rendezvous at this pad here. When I do that, it's going to call a Thunderhawk in and I have to survive several turns worth of Chaos Drops. There is also an optional objective here to pick up a Master-crafted crate, which is right over there, and that is going to give me a really good card to use in future if I can grab it. So I can move this guy, but I also, of course, have my Terminator here and my Scout. The Scout has a sniper rifle, which does enough damage to one-shot these guys, so he's pretty good. Alright, Terminator. So he's mostly got melee weapons and a couple of ranged ones. He's very tough, obviously, and he also has a Storm Shield, which gives him armor points, which allows him to resist damage. Yeah, Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, Space Wolf. Just bear this in mind. The thing which is not accurate about the lore is the kind of weapons these guys can use. Because they wanted a lot of card variety in the game, they said, oh, basically fucking anyone. So, there are guys... This Terminator is equipped right now with a bolt pistol, a Thunderhammer, a Storm Shield, and a Combi Melter. None of this is not canon, but it's cool. Let the rule of cool embrace you. Alright, we've got a lot of dudes here to worry about. I don't want to trigger all 3 of these guys if I can avoid it. So I'm thinking, I'm looking at this Combi Melter, I'm saying, alright, it's got 185 damage, it's got 4 range. I don't really want to move too much. Because preferably, I don't want all 3 of these Chaos Marines running towards me. So, I also want to make sure I don't get in range of his bolt gun. It's going 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I'm going to move here. Facing this direction, and we're gonna end the rest of the turn. Sorry, I'm currently eating a Lunar protein bar. It's pretty legit. It's a whole nutrition bar. It's my dietitian has been recommending that I get more protein and stuff in my diet, and also get a lot more fiber. And it's made with like oats and stuff. It's got a good amount of protein in it. It's quite nice, actually. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a bit sort of pen and paper RPG nonsense. Alright, now, I was mentioning this guy has a sniper rifle. He has an equipable one, and also sniper cards. I haven't drawn his equipable one yet, but if I can move into range with the sniper rifle, which has a range of 5, I can kill him pretty much immediately. But I want to think about moving to a place where these Chaos Marines can't hit me. Because the amount of attrition you have to take in this mission is bonkers. So, I'm thinking here's probably a decent spot. Place them that way, and then aim and hopefully shoot. Occasionally you get those nice little animations. By the way, they also have sniper elite style kill shots in certain situations, which is pretty neat. Like I say, like, the production values for a mobile port are surprisingly high. Like, good quality animations, smooth, the model quality is really good. They've done a huge amount to improve the PC version. Obviously, it's got anti-aliasing, better terrain detail, heat blur, fog effects, all sorts of cool shit. But yeah, range 5 actually isn't that bad. I imagine there are probably better sniper rifle cards that I can get later that have even higher range than that. Ah, I have a Storm Bolter here that I can equip, the Arclight Mark 5. So that's 180 damage, 78% chance to hit, and when I shoot, it removes 2 exhaustion, or 2 effort. As it stands, this guy is in a little bit of trouble, as you can notice. Yeah, okay, he's wearing Terminator armor, so I can buff up my defense, and I probably will have to, but dealing with these guys is going to be tricky. If I can get into melee range, I can Thunderhammer the living fuck out of the bastard. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I want to get rid of one of these guys immediately. If I can hit him with the Thunderhammer, then that's an instant kill. And it also has 2 cards to draw, by the way. Smack him. Boom, he's gone. They do need to improve the sound assets on the Thunderhammer. Some of them sound okay, but some of them sound a bit weak. That's one of my pet peeves with a lot of 40k games. Alright, now, Valgard really needs to come and help out, but he can't really get there. So he's going to have to just leg it. Fast as possible. Like I said, any non-movement card usually gives you 3 turns worth of movement. So we can probably toss away this plasma pistol. Don't really need that right now. Probably don't really need a combi melter either. I don't think any of these guys have armor, so at least they don't count as having armor. So I don't need to worry too much about them. Alright. Stabby stabby. We could move into range and stab him with that knife. That's a 2-card draw and a 100% chance to hit. The main problem is that then he can attack me with his chainsaw twice, and that's a scout, so he can't take that much damage. I don't really have any other choice, though. Because otherwise, all I really have are movement cards. So I guess we move into range and stab him and draw some cards, take some damage, and hope for the best. The name of this is Warhammer 40,000 Space Wolf. I'd like to put it as a title for my games, but they actually don't have it listed anywhere, because it was primarily a mobile game. So I should probably list it in the title for you. I've had to put it under games and demos, but I'm gonna put it in the stream title so people know. Alright, let's move in, and let's do stabby stabby. There we go. Decent amount of damage, got 2-card draw off that. It's an intriguing little mix of card play and tactics play, with a 40k theme, and it's actually really well put together in my opinion. Like I said, the mobile game kind of sucked because the business model was awful. This is way better. There's definitely some improvements I'd like to make. I'd actually really like to get in touch with the devs and make some suggestions, because I think I could really improve aspects of this UI in terms of quality of life. Alright, I drew a Power Fist, so I could actually one-shot this dude, and that's probably not a bad idea. 86% chance to hit, 195 damage on the punch, so I just need to sacrifice something to move. If I keep this in my pocket, oh, I could actually kill the tougher dude here. So if I keep this has a link effect, additional 25 damage while attacking target with a melee weapon. So, if I toss away my bolt pistol, I can't quite, I can't remember. Diagonal, I think, works. You've just got to keep facing in the right direction. So I think I can hit him diagonally with that. Here's hoping I'm right, otherwise I fuck this up hard. And I fucked this up hard. I guess maybe it's only chainswords that can do that. Well, fuck. Alright. Well, that is unfortunate. I'd hope that I could hit him, but I can only hit straight ahead. It might be just the Terminator that's limited to that, because that guy was standing diagonally and hit me with his chainsword. So alright, well, let's change our mind then. So, I think we just turn around and try and kill him with the combi melter. But the problem is we can't, because we can't turn around. If I can hit him with the combi melter, but it's not going to kill him. I think maybe we use the Storm Shield then. Increase our defense. There is deck building, yes. You can totally have a Terminator be primarily melee, or not. You know, obviously there are heavy Terminator weapons as well. I have a Cyclone missile launcher that I got out of a crate, so I could equip him with that. I haven't got him as part of my squad yet. This is the mission where you get him. So there's actually quite a lot of flexibility. I mean, fuck, this guy's carrying a heavy bolter in his back pocket. Again, lol, but who cares? Like, I'm gonna go for rule of cool on this one, in that the sheer amount of variety makes it awesome. Alright, incoming. Yeah, I'm a Thousand Suns guy. Like I said, I just bought the special edition of the Magnus novel, so no, I hate the Space Wolves. They're fucking dickheads. Anti-intellectual pigs is what they are. Alright, well, we can hope for Overwatch here. That's probably the best bet. 75% chance to Overwatch. I'm not 100% sure what the trigger is. I think it's moving into fire range. So I'm just going to end Valgard's turn for the time being. That'll give me more movement flexibility afterwards. Hope for Overwatch as he moves in. And we don't get it. That sucks. So I eat a full volley of bolt gun fire. And I lose a card in the process too. Which isn't ideal. Alright, we need to finish this guy off. Thankfully, because we're faster than him, we get to go for him. So I think we can finish him off with the knife here. And then we can equip the sniper rifle. There we go. Choppy choppy. He's gone. So now we can equip this sniper rifle. Obviously that takes a lot of effort, but hey. Alright, movement-wise, we actually got to move again before they did. That's nice. So I can fix the issue that I've been having. I'm trying to think if I can kill them both this turn. Not because of the facing mechanic, I'm gonna go with probably not. I assume I can't hit him from here, no. So I can move him here, turn, and then hit him with the power fist. It's probably the best thing I can do. I'm trying to think if I can... Yeah, maybe if I... Nah, regardless of where I move him, it's not... Actually, is that... I think that might be out of range of his bolt gun. That might force him to move so he can't shoot me twice. So this is probably the best position. Alright. Well, there's a slightly better hit chance with Power Fist. And because of this link damage, that should be a pretty much guaranteed kill. And it wasn't, because apparently the Power Fist is a combo instead of a single hit. I did not know that. Well, that means I'm going to eat a bunch of bolts. Thankfully, I do have that armor, so that's reducing some of the damage that's coming in. But I did lose a card there, which kind of sucks. Okay, I could chainsword the living fuck out of this guy. Or I can go with a shot with the Terran Pattern Bolter, which is a good chance to just kill him outright. So we're going to go for that. What would be nice is if the card, and I don't think this is the case, if the card told me how many shots were coming in. Because it says 74% chance to hit, but what it doesn't say is that it actually shoots, I think, 3 times. So that 74% chance is being applied to each shot, which is a whole different kettle of fish. So it'd be nice to see a damage range. Good damage, took him out immediately, very nice. The frame rate does have a tendency to drop slightly in those little cutscenes, not that that's really important in a turn-based game, but just worthy of note. It is still in early access, so it's not fully optimized yet. Yeah, this bolter is very, very good. And obviously I want to try and keep it fed with ammunition if possible. This is probably going to knock off the rest of my army. He actually missed the whole thing! That is terrible for him. And very good for my Terminator. He may be able to kill both of them this turn now as a result of that. Alright, so my sniper is now on the move. I don't want him to take too much more damage because, well, that would be terrible. There's a few more waves of chaos I've got to deal with before I can get out of this mission. Like I said, this mission is hard. A lot of people are on the Steam forum complaining about how hard it is. It's mostly because it gives you a very basic tutorial, then throws you into a pretty hard mission without full understanding of the mechanics. Now that I'm getting the grasp of that and how the effort system works, I'm getting more turns than the opponent, so I'm able to optimize how much damage I'm able to mitigate. Alright, we need to move once again. I already have a weapon, so I don't really care. We'll just toss the melter gun away. I also need to be I'm pretty sure the movement cards probably use less effort than throwing one of these away. In fact, they actually do. So it makes sense where possible to use movement cards, because then your little effort counter will go up. I think it caps out at 16, but if it's lower than that, that means that you will be able to take a turn before an enemy if that enemy has a higher effort expended counter than you do. So that's how the turn order priority system works. What would be good is if there was an on-screen indicator indicating the turn priority order of everybody at all times. That would be really helpful, rather than having to run around checking that. Alright. Help is currently under construction, as you can see, so they're not quite done yet. Alright, we can maybe kill both of them here. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, alright, I've got the Combi Melter, and I have the Thunder Hammer. So the best thing I could do is probably try and clobber this guy with the Thunder Hammer. That takes him out. And then Combi Melter the other dude and hope to kill him. Which I can if I get a full set of hits on him. Which I did not, but never mind. You'll notice all these Chaos guys, it keeps saying chain. These Chaos guys have a passive ability. Whenever they get shot, I believe it reduces the amount of expended effort. So if you keep shooting them, they basically just get mad and come and attack you. There's also something else up to the top right here, which is kind of interesting. Your squad leader has what's called a Rage Meter. Kind of Space Wolf Berserker thing. When it hits maximum, you get to do a... You instantly get to take a turn, and then you have this little sort of hammer the button minigame, which lets you do extra damage, and then does a really cool Sniper Elite style X-ray shot, which I thought was kind of neat. Alright, we need to move into range. Help out our fellows. Well, actually, this is the best I've done on this mission so far, so it's looking... Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot. There's those guys. There are explosive barrels everywhere. Oh, fuck. There's fucking 4 of them now. Alright. Well, it's a good job that I'm fairly well equipped to deal with them. This is the leader with a plasma gun, and he has armor as well, so... He is a problem. Let's see. Well, we do have our guy with a sniper rifle. The problem is I think I've triggered them, so they are going to move as soon as I finish this turn. So what's the best thing I can do? Probably stand where I am, make him force him to move into range and hope for a Overwatch shot. Yeah, that seems like the best way to go right now. You've got to be super careful about those triggers in the single-player missions. Obviously, that's not the case in multiplayer, but... Alright, that's actually activated Rage, which is pretty neat, because I can show you exactly what that does. And that will give us the opportunity to maybe kill him completely, and it looks like the cap for effort is not, in fact, 16, as I thought. That was just... It's just that his plasma gun takes more effort to fire than these guys' bolters, so he gets to do it less. It's actually quite an elegant little system, it's just a little bit tricky to keep track of. Alright, now this is pretty cool, I have to say. So, I'm gonna use it, I'm in range, watch this. So you get a little slow-mo thing, you hit the wolf as much as possible, 150% damage. You get the slow-mo, and straight through the fucking skull. And he didn't die from that because he's a space marine. And chaos. Fuck chaos. Let's, finish him off, shall we? Fucking demons! It's like, oh, I blew a hole in your brain. Well, I'm still alive, cause demons. It's a cool little effect, though. I wonder, I'm hoping there's also an effect for melee with that, but I've never seen it. Because that would be pretty fucking sick if you, like, chop their head off or whatever. That was pretty glorious, though. I love the fact that the hole is also bolter-sized. One of the few 40k games that seems to understand that a bolter is actually a fucking penetrative explosive rocket and not a bullet. It's designed to explode inside the target, so it would leave a ton of debris in a massive hole. Well, I mean, Space Marines, I believe lore-wise, Space Marines can definitely survive with parts of their brain blown out, so it's not entirely unreasonable. Alright, well, as it turns out, I actually might be able to kill both of them here, because they both moved into sniper range. So, and we have 2 rounds in a sniper rifle, so let's take him out. We can get a nice little bonus, because I'm holding the track finding card. 1 down. He's not going to be able to do anything for a while after firing 2 sniper shots, but it's worth it to get rid of 2 dudes. As you can see, he's now got 22 effort, so it's going to be a while before he can move again. Alright. The Terminator has taken a bit of a pounding, which is a bit worrisome. There are 2 guys still here, so I'm a bit worried about what's going on with them. And they're going to get to move quite quickly. I can't really do much about that, but what I can do is eliminate this dude. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to do it with a bolt pistol. because I get to draw a card off that, and it's a fairly minor thing to use, and then I might equip my Storm Bolter so I can move into engage. Alternatively, I could just do that right now and use the Bolt Pistol, reload the Storm Bolter later. So that's not the worst idea either. There we go. I've equipped the Storm Bolter. He's fucking dual-wielding! Look at this shit! Look at how fucking awesome that is. And that's not canon at all. But why not, by the way? One has to wonder. Well, the reason is because you can't really just take the Power Fist off. But he's dual-wielding Storm Bolters! Look at that motherfucker! What an amazing man. Alright. And then we can smack him about. That's metal as fuck. Alright, now we're in trouble. I don't even think I have any ammo left in my Terran Bolter, so I'm not even sure I can actually shoot with it. But yeah, this is getting a bit rough. Here's hoping they miss most of these shots, and thankfully they are. Low HP. We've got to reach the rally point. I believe only one person has to survive the Thunderhawk extraction, but this is going to be pretty tough regardless. Alright. Yeah, I've got no rounds left in that. So, let's see. What's the optimal thing I can do? Probably the best thing is just to reload that gun and kill one of these guys. And then, possibly, my sniper might... No, my sniper ain't getting into range in a million years. Shame I don't have a personal teleporter for this guy. I imagine that's probably a card in the game. The alternative being I can move into melee range and attack them with a chainsword, but that's not going to be a kill. Whereas the bolter is almost certainly a kill. So the best thing I can do in this situation right now is reload. You can reload with the shotgun, but yeah, I kind of actually like keeping that because it's kind of a neat looking weapon. This has got a very good chance of killing one of them, so I'm going to shoot the one that has the lowest timer and hopefully kill him. And we didn't, but never mind. Well, not even never mind, that's actually terrible. That also added effort to my charge. Oh dear. Alright, well maybe I can distract them if I can get my Terminator close enough. Terminators aren't very fast, I don't know if you've noticed that. I need to get as close in as possible. I'm thinking like, what's the lowest effort thing that I can use? If I sacrifice my... well... I'm sacrificing it to move 3 squares because it's a low-effort move, so he'll get to act again very quickly. Alright. Sniper can move. Sniper can fucking peg it over there, but I'm not sure he can get in range. Also, he doesn't even have any rounds left in his sniper rifle, so it wouldn't help even if I could. So I'm not going to bother wasting the sprint yet as a result of that. I'm just going to move... What would be nice is if I could draw a card and hopefully draw another sniper rifle card. And, as it turns out we did. We can reload the rifle using this. There we go. But I'm about to take an absolute pounding, which may very well kill him. Because I think I'm in range for just rapid fire. I think I actually just lost the game. No! That triggered rage, so I actually could... I can return fire. No, I can move... I assume you only get one move off of rage. But does... In fact, if that... I wonder what happens if I use this to move. I've actually never tried it. Obviously, if I shoot, I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill. But what I want to do is move and then chainsword the fuck out of somebody. But I'm pretty sure I can't do that. So, we're just going to open fire. Because we can potentially kill both of them now. Because that's reset my timer. Oh, click rapidly! Click more rapidly than this! And he's down immediately. I like how it doesn't even, if you get a kill with that, it doesn't even show you how much damage was done. So now I can immediately attack again. So I think maybe the movement would have worked, but we can finish him off with that. And I know I can reload off the back of the shotgun. Alternatively, I could just actually shoot him with this plasma pistol. And not waste the ammo. There we go. That uses less effort anyway, so I get to move again quicker. So it's a better use of my time. Alright, okay, everything's cleared out. So, now what's gonna happen, and this is where shit gets really difficult, and in fact, if I don't even know if I will get out of this and my squad leader dies, probably not. He's on 55 HP, I have no way to fix him up, and now I've got to deal with 3 waves, at least, of chaos. So this is going to be a giant pain in the dick. And of course, we have to throw away cards in order to move. First things first, I want to grab what's in that chest. I do want to keep this in my arsenal because that allows you to, like, one-shot with the Power Fist. I like that. We can throw away one of the Thunder Hammers. The decks, I believe, do recycle once you've gone through them. I'm not sure what the hand limit is. Couldn't tell you at this point. So what I'll probably want to do with my squad leader is just hold him back as far as possible and only engage at maximum range, because if he takes even one hit, that might be the end of the mission for me. And no, there are no checkpoints in this mission. It's a fucking nightmare. Throw away one of the many chain swords that I have lying around here. As soon as I move all my dudes into range here, it'll trigger the next sequence, which is, we're setting a Thunderhawk for you. But wait, Chaos Drop Pods. So, I want to be set up in a position where I can actually survive that. There's quite a lot of dice rolling going on in this game. I would like some of that to be a bit more transparent. The sniper's going to be very helpful here. And if I keep a hold of this, this might let me even shoot 3 times before an enemy can. I'm probably not going to be using this knife anytime soon. So... I just want to make sure he's not... I should be okay standing next to that barrel. God, I hope I'm right on that one. Alright. Move in. Let's open that crate. Yoink. That gets you an item. Like I said, there are various ways to get cards in this game, and now there's no way to buy them. They've completely removed that model from the game. In the mobile version, it was a lot of open packs, open packs, open packs, pay some money, open packs, which, yeah, bit obnoxious. What I'd like to see is an option to speed the animations up a little bit. That would be good. I think that would be a very good idea indeed. I'm going to put him as far back as possible. And end his turn for the time being. For the as it stands, we just need to get our Terminator over there. It's like, no, don't want these guys to do anything yet. Because they're like barely spending effort, so... We can throw the... Oh, we probably need to hold on to that bolt pistol to reload our Storm Bolter. Alright, we'll throw away the Combi Melter for the moment. You get cards now just by playing. You pick them up in missions, you gain salvage from missions, which you spent to open packs. There's a forge mode, which allows you to forge new cards and all sorts of shit like that. So yeah, that's how you get them. And I think you get them just through winning multiplayer matches as well. Like I said, there's no way to buy them anymore. I assume they just increase the speed of card acquisition. I don't know exactly. Like I said, this game only just came out on early access, so... Alright, you know what? Let's use this for the time being, because this doesn't go away. So let's just stack up some defense before we get into this engagement. Give me a bit more chance. Let's see. I'm not going to be moving around an awful lot, so I'd actually rather discard some of these cards. I'm not going to be using the bolt pistol, so let's just discard those because I want to draw stuff that's actually useful. And we're just sort of prepared, ready. As soon as I move my Terminator into this area, I'm going to be dealing with these drop pods, and it's going to be a absolute pain in the dick. And like I said, I've never beaten this, at least on the PC version. I did beat it on the mobile version. I'm pretty sure it was by blind luck. The problem with the whole turn-ending thing, the movement systems are... It's a bit... You can see why it is the way that it is, but in these single-player missions, it's a bit awkward. Obviously, in multiplayer, all this makes perfect sense, but in single-player, because you're spending cards to move, and if you've got guys in position, you're just waiting for one more dude, and these guys have nothing to do, you keep spamming end turn, and it doesn't really help. Okay. Let's, we'll just throw away... God damn it, I still can't get into the fucking radius. Like I said, this mission could maybe be reworked a little bit. It's certainly a very punishing early mission. There's no doubt about that. I'm gonna toss away these two, because I'm probably not gonna need them. There we go, got another sniper card instead, that's much better. As for him, he's not gonna be going to close combat, I can tell you that for a fact, so... Let's toss away that, and I wanna hold on to this. We'll toss away the heavy bolter. It's too inaccurate. And it takes too much effort to fire, so there's no point. Yeah, this could be reworked, definitely. Alright. I want my Terminator and my Scout at the front, and my squad leader to fucking hide, because, yeah, this is gonna get messy. Alright, here we go. So there's gonna be, I think, 3 turns worth of drop pods of shit coming our way. Which ain't good. Okay, so they're gonna move immediately, and unfortunately my squad leader is right next to them, which is really bad. But I may be able to snipe them before they get there, because my guy here is also on 0. I'm not sure what determines priority order from there. Probably the best thing I can do is end turn away for them to come into range. Okay, he can snipe one, though. Can't hit him from here, though. So where's the best place to move? Let's see, it's a 5 square range, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, there's probably good. I just want to put myself in the best possible position where I'm not going to take too much fire from anything else. There we go. And we can take a shot with the sniper rifle from here and pick him off. Nice and easy. And because I've got the chain card in my hand, I get extra chance to hit, which is pretty much 100%, I believe, at that point. Incoming. Don't shoot my squad leader! Oh my god. I hate you. I think if you lose the squad leader in this mission, you are actually done. If you lose these two, it doesn't matter so much, but... Yeah, I want him to be as far back as possible. These are the other two. There's one drop position there, one drop position there. So... I just don't want him to be anywhere near them, because they'll just run up to him and kill him. But I would also like to, you know, kill this dude. Is this in... What's the range on this thing? I need to... it's also obstructed, so I'd have to move out too. Risky. Maybe worth, though. 180 HP. Killable with the shotgun if I get a full hit. Better just to use this. Better chance of killing him. One down. Next drop pod will be coming in momentarily, so I need to be well prepared for that. I don't know which one it is, so I want to move as close as possible and probably up my defense here with the storm shield. And use Harold as a tank. And hopefully the AI will decide to go for him. So apparently the cap is 3 on that, good to know. Use the combi melter, I just want to move right here, because the Deathclaw's coming down here, so I want to be ready to go as soon as these guys come in. This actually may have been a horrible mistake, because I just realized they're going to get 4 sets of free shots in him. However, I do have my sniper who is ready to go. He is unfortunately facing the wrong direction, so I get to kill one of them. The best one to kill probably is the one in melee range. Actually, maybe not. No, probably is. The 3 armor is going to deflect most of the bolter fire, I think, so if we move here and then snipe this guy, we should be good. Alright, let's fire it, and we can use that to reload it next turn, and that should be pretty much guaranteed kill. Pop, pop. Now we're gonna deal with this guy, and I'm just hoping he doesn't run right past my dudes and decide to go for it. Yeah, unfortunately the AI is a little bit sensible and is attacking the guy that doesn't have 3 armor and is a hulking Terminator, but I didn't take too much damage from that. I'm just gonna be able to survive the last wave now, which is tricky in itself. But I would like him to help, if possible. I'm gonna... He's not gonna be able to, not this turn. But I can reload my bolter. Alright, this motherfucker needs to get punched in the dick. So, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Extra damage, power fist, and that combo is pretty nice. There's like there's 2 big swings to the mush. It's good. Okay. They're gonna come in, so they're gonna come in pretty much immediately. We should be prepared for that. If I end turn now, and they come in, I might even get a shot off at them. So that's not too terrible an idea. Incoming. Let's make sure he's facing this way. Got 1 round in the chamber. As much as I would love to use this to shield my scout, it doesn't work that way, so... These guys are going to be dropping in any minute. I need to reload my sniper rifle. and then move into position to shoot as they come in. And hopefully not lose my dude in the process. I'll use the thing which uses the least effort possible. If I utilize this, I can actually lower my total effort. And as for this guy, he is hiding the fuck away as much as possible. I need to move back as far as I can. Because like I said, I'm pretty sure it's an auto lose if I lose my squad leader. Three Chaos Marines. This is gonna get messy. Worse. Thankfully, they're probably gonna move around the corner here, which will give me good shots with the sniper rifle. Okay, range-wise, bolters and a plasma gun. I think they're both range 4. This guy is immediately in range. I want to move out of range so that that's not the case. The alternative is I could actually try and kill him, which I have a pretty decent shot of. If I hit with all of these, I immediately kill him. And then I could maybe use the combi melter. The alternative is I could move... I would like to just move it straight into melee range and obstruct. So that this guy is the guy taking the hits. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. He's a Terminator. This is what he does. This is his job. And then I'm gonna get out a Thunderhammer and smack that guy in the fucking head. Scourge the Heretic. 1 down. That also gets me 2-card draw. Not too shabby, right? So he with the 3 armor can take these kind of hits. Whereas my other dude's not so much. It's gonna trim his armor off a little bit, but it's worthwhile. Minor damage, armor's mostly gone, but I do have another Storm Shield in my inventory, so I can equip again. This plasma's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. But if I can move my sniper around the side, then I might be able to finish this now. Alright, if I move here, I've got a good shot at this guy. I think. I'm hoping I'm correct on that one. Alright, who can I hit with it? Oh, I could take the plasma guy out. And it's gonna happen too, I think. Yeah, take him out. It's 1 shot. It's exactly his HP. Oh, wait, fuck, he has armor. Shit. I forgot he had armor. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm a very, very dumb person. That may have fucked everything up. I'm holding, goddammit. Okay, we have to kill them both. Can it be done? The answer is yes, it can. No, it can't. I thought maybe it could, but the plasma dude is the guy that needs to die, so we're gonna shoot him with the last remaining rounds in our storm. Oh my god, come on! Okay, combi melter it is. What's the thing which is the best possible chance of hitting him? I still might miss here. Oh, he's down, thank god. Okay. Right, I should be alright. It's just 1 regular Chaos dude with a bolt pistol. We should be alright. I think. Assuming there's not another drop of Chaos coming in. He can shoot at my Terminator. He's probably not going to kill him. He's going with the chainsword. No, he's not. He doesn't even have the opportunity to do it. Which means you get knifed, boy. You get knifed. Stab him. Stab him. What can we finish him off with? A melter gun. Have a melter gun. That'll do the trick. That's gotta be it. Please tell me there are no more Chaos. Yes, thank fuck. That is not an easy mission. I almost lost. I've lost that mission like 3 times before, so I'm glad that I finally beat it. Nice. So completing the mission gets me 1,000, like, forge credits, which lets me get a new card. I also got an item, and a rare item as well. This is in Russian, and they might want to change that, but hey. I unlocked the Hellfire pistol. Wow, that's actually quite nice. It's got good Overwatch on it. Doesn't use a lot of effort to fire either. And Wolf Howl, which is a psychic power that restores health to guys within range. That's good. Alright. This also means I can change the armor class of my squad leader if I wish. If I want him to be, he can be in scout armor and use scout cards. I can also put him in Terminator armor. You also notice I have a squad to take in with me. These guys level up separately. and they level up. The cards that they get are all sort of preset based on who they are. This guy gets like, ooh, wow, look at that thing. That's nice. It's like jump pack and stuff like that. You can kind of pick between the two. So your main squad leader is fully customizable with a deck, and these guys are partially customizable. We might put him in Terminator armor. I mean, that... It's fucking Terminator armor. It's now level 2. And you also get these armor upgrades as you go. So I can actually move it to upgrade tier, as I assume I have points to do so. It depends what I want to do. You know, do I want to have him in Terminator armor? Or do I want him to be more flexible? It's hard to say. I mean, Terminator armor is fucking Terminator armor, but... So these are the things I would get if I did that. Reaper, if you kill, you get +1 armor. That's a really strong ability. Alternatively, Unshackle Rage, your rage bar fills by 20 if it's empty. These are mutually exclusive. The power armor, quick reload. You receive 2 less effort when reloading a weapon. That's not particularly great, but it's okay. Juggernaut, receive +1 action point at the start of your turn if your rage bar is full. And Scouts, summoning a companion has no effort and doesn't spend action points. Snipe, 20% damage when attacking a target at least 4 cells away. I mean, honestly, the sniper rifles do so much damage anyway. I mean, I assume I'm going to fight against much tougher enemies later on in the campaign. We'll go to Terminator. I know here's the thing, I have a Cyclone missile launcher that I pulled from a pack, so I want to use that. So we're going to go Terminator armor. I could actually even go a higher tier than that, if I want. I like this idea of killing something gets you defense. That sounds like a really strong ability. You can switch between the two at will. It even... you know what's really neat about that? Is that it even actually customizes the armor. The more of these you get, the more little things you get on your armor plates. So I can have like a necklace of teeth, or the sort of chain on the front of my armor plate here. I'm gonna go with the Reaper for the time being. I could get another upgrade. If I recall correctly, there's a crossover here, though. I'd like to upgrade my squad mates if possible. So who do I want to take along? We could take 2 Terminators and a Sniper. I don't hate that idea. Oh, fuck my life. That's a Reaper autocannon. Oh, in this case, a Voss Prime autocannon. That's old school shit. Assault cannon. That's always fun. Heavy Flamer at the end of that. Different kind of Thunderhammer. Another Cyclone missile launcher. The Longfang Power Spear. Never even heard of that one. And different kinds of Power Fists and so on and so forth. If I unlocked him to level 2, I could get him the Heavy Flamer, which seems like a pretty useful item. Yeah, we'll upgrade him. Oh, that actually costs way less than I thought. It actually only costs 1 to get this upgrade. Okay, nice. So we can get an upgrade for our Sniper as well if I want to. Alternatively, I could get 2 upgrades for him. But what does he get? So he either gets a Scattershot Shotgun, which is pretty strong, or a Plasma Pistol, which I'm not hugely keen on, but it doesn't use a lot of effort to fire, so... Again, the smaller weapons generally don't take as much effort to fire, so they're pretty good. Yeah, these 2 guys in power armor. So he's sort of like a special weapons dude. He can, he's got all sorts of really cool shit he can get. Or your regular tactical marine. He can also use some special weapons, but not quite as many. Yeah, I like the idea of upgrading the Scout. We'll give him that shotgun there. And that leaves me with 2 of those sort of... I think they're called runes. So we could upgrade our Terminator once more with that, and give him that autocannon. Pretty sick. So you can sort of either go down a melee-orientated route, or you can go down a ranged-orientated route. But with your squad leader, you have tons of customization, so you can really focus, if you wish, on melee or something along those lines. So let's have a little look at the deck building. I'll show you what I mean by that. So... you by default get 30 card decks for each of the 3 armor types. Let's see what we have here. Because I don't recognize some of these. Ooh, I took that out and I didn't mean to. Can you summon a fucking wolf? It literally summons a wolf. That's neat. So you could summon a little wolf companion to help you out. Oh yeah, I also unlocked this legendary Thunderhammer that looks pretty legit. There are different versions of these, by the way. You can upgrade the card levels, which make them even more powerful. Thank fuck that they're not using the pay-to-win model here, because otherwise this would suck. Yeah, if this was the way that it was on mobile, I never got around to upgrading those cards on mobile. If that was the way it was on mobile, this would be just a nightmare to deal with. Yeah, we should include that badass Thunderhammer, obviously. You can have up to 3 copies of something in a deck. I like that little bolt pistol we got as well. That seems pretty good. Deck is already full, I am aware. I need to know what all this stuff is. Well, they give him a decent mix of... Oh, yeah, so the Vortex pattern is a personal teleporter. So that's your really, really good movement card for Terminator. Let's see what we can get rid of in order to... It would be nice if on hover over it would tell me what these things were. Hell, you know what, fuck it. Let's just strip the deck down entirely and rebuild it, and then we can learn the cards better that way. So we want a decent mix of sort of movement-based cards, melee cards, defensive cards, and range cards. And you can filter by type. This is the Cyclone that I got earlier, so I want to include this. The Asaheim Ice Taker Cyclone Missile Launcher. It's an area of effect weapon with 1 ammo. But you could blow up several dudes with it. Let's not disassemble it for parts. Thank you very much. There we go. So, let's make sure we immediately have that. I'm thinking movement-wise, we want, let's see, these are the movement cards we currently have access to. What is Ambush? What does that do? I actually have no idea. I guess it, receive 1 action point when attacking a target at least 4 cells away. That's really good. And we should absolutely include as many of them as possible. Action points are super important. Because again, that lets you do more shit, and that's really good. I don't know about the single-player content. Like I say, it has challenges and campaign mode, and I'm just sort of working through the campaign right now. So I couldn't tell you. What other movement-based cards are there? We had, Sprint. Assault. We hold that, and that increases melee damage if we hold it in the hand. I even have, like, a level 2 Assault, actually, as it turns out. Don't know where I got that from, but hey, I'll take it. I need to upgrade some of these cards, too. Alright, so we have some movement cards. And... do I want track finding? Sure. Alright, so 6 movement cards. I do like this Overwatch thing, but I don't have that many. I have a couple of weapons that do Overwatch, but since I'm in Terminator armor, I guess I can't use most of them. Now, of course, we have to include this fucking wolf companion. Like, I want to be able to summon a wolf, of course. Why wouldn't I? Who the hell wouldn't? It's a fucking wolf. Also, apparently he has psychic powers. I'm not sure where he got those from, but I see no reason not to include that heal. That seems good. The teleporter, super important, I think. You can combine 2 cards together to get a higher level card, so it's a basic fusion thing. Alright, well I only have 3 of these at the moment, so I'm going to include all 3 of these just for movement. Alright, now let's think about weapons. We want that big, badass Thunderhammer, of course. The Hellfire Bolt Pistol we had earlier was quite nice on the Overwatch thing, and bear in mind this is a one-hander, so in theory I could equip this along with something like a Power Fist or maybe even another bolter. So why not? The Iron Claw Breaker Storm Shield, which is what I've been using up to this point. That's the level 2 version of it. We have 1 of those. That takes slightly less effort to use, so we're going to include 2 for the defense, so we have 16 cards total right now. Let's see what else we have. A lovely, jubbly little assault cannon. We have some lightning claws. We have... it's just a embarrassment of riches right now. I'm thinking this flamethrower seems like a great idea. Let's grab a copy of the heavy flamer. We already have that in the deck. I'm not so keen on these combi weapons. Mostly because they deal damage to you, which is maybe not ideal. That said, the amount of damage these mastercrafted combi plasmas do is pretty high. If I could actually, like, get 2 of them at level 2 if I wanted. I'm just sort of focusing on Terminator-specific cards at the moment. The Assault Cannon, 250 damage. Uses all... I've noticed a lot of these Terminator things, you end up using quite a lot of effort, though, so you can't fire them all that often. How many copies of the Lightning Claws have we got? We have a level 2 version of the Lightning Claw, and a level 1. You know what? We can actually fuse them to make 2 level 2s of the Lightning Claw. They just do slightly more damage and have a little bit more hit chance, so... Fuse them together. Again, I don't know where we got these from, but there we go. We have 2 copies of the Lightning Claws as well. The Storm Bolter is equipable. I like equipable weapons, so we should probably get one of those. And these are only single-handers, so I could equip this and the Bolt Pistol and be, well, kind of weird like that. So we'll equip 2 copies of the level 2 Storm Bolter. So that leaves us with 8 left. There's a Frostblade Chainsword. Don't know what that does. I mean, other than damage, it doesn't seem to have any other special effects in particular. It does a lot of damage, as it turns out. It's a very powerful weapon. There's a power axe here. Doesn't do quite as much, but it's also quite a quick weapon. I'm just looking at the breakdown of what we currently have here. I think what we're missing is probably a decent number of ranged weapons. So we need to work on that. I'll grab a couple of copies of these Storm Bolters here. I'll switch out to a... This is equipment stuff. We have pretty much all of this. So really it's used cards that we need right now. A few more ranged ones. So we had a look at some of those combis that weren't too bad. That combi plasma over there. I quite like that. If we morph that up to... Fuse that up and get 2 level 2s of the combi plasma. Occasionally deals damage to me, which is obviously not great, but the amount of damage it actually does is pretty awesome. 26 cards. We have the missile launcher. We already have it. It's already in the deck. At least it was. Where the fuck did it go? Okay, I'm missing that. That's foolish of me. No, it is in the deck. It's up the top there. For some reason. I don't really understand the order that this is in. I think it's just in the order that I put it in. Boulder shields, I mean, we just need 4 more cards out of somewhere. Might something that destroys armor. I'm gonna fuse this together. Get 2 of those. And besides, you always need throwaway cards for movement as well, so it's not too bad. And then... something quick firing. Maybe this plasma pistol. We have the Hellfire. I'm thinking, do I have enough to reload my Storm Bolters? Maybe not. Maybe I should just throw a couple of these little bolt pistols in there. But actually, looking at it, my melee is actually nowhere near as much as I thought I would. So let's, we'll grab the Frostblade Chainsaw and 1 more melee weapon. Maybe a level 2 power axe. There we go. Okay. There's a deck. Now, in terms of the way that you get cards, you're asking about that. So you got a forge here, and you can craft cards using this. And it costs a certain amount to craft. Obviously, you got a bigger chance of getting commons. Considering the state that I'm currently in at the start of the game, I probably want to just craft a bunch of commons, so let's just do that. And you basically just get random cards out of this. Got ourselves an assault cannon out of it, and since you need duplicate cards to get higher levels, it seems like a good idea just to spam this. Ooh, a Kraken missile launcher, very nice. Combi plasma. Whatever this is rare. Ooh, Armageddon version 1 sniper rifle. Sweet. Bear in mind, I can't really use that unless I equip the scout armor. Oh, I apparently also have a booster pack. I'm not really sure where I got that from. Probably from beating that mission. I guess we'll open that too. Handcracker. Ooh, the Emperor's Tier Bolt. Look at that motherfucker. That's huge. 325 damage, 1 card draw, and it's also terrifyingly large. And you can level it up to, like, level 6. How the fuck you'd ever get enough cards to do that, I don't know, but hey. Oh, we got a legendary out of that. Fell-Handed's Pet Assault Cannon. Sweet. A lot of damage on that one, too. And another legendary. We are doing pretty well here. Traitor's Doom Bolt Pistol. Holy shit. That's got a lot of Overwatch. You can equip it. 90% chance to hit. 225 damage from a bolt pistol? Fuck. Target discards 1 card. And plus 10% damage to chain weapons. Jesus Christ. That seems insanely powerful. I think we're going to be equipping that. That looks ridiculous. Not bad for common crafting, right? And we have 2 more. Again, we're getting like tons of uncommons and legendaries out of this. And last but by no means least, another uncommon. Priest Rune Blade. Alright, well, that may make me revise my deck strategy just a little bit, because that fucking assault cannon, holy shit. I don't want to overdo it with the equipables, but maybe instead of the assault cannon that I currently have, I could, you know, put that one in instead. Is that an equipable item? Or is it just usable? I actually have no idea. Probably should have maybe, you know, checked that first. Equipable only. Yeah, that's not an equipable, so actually we do want that in there. I'm gonna put Fell-Handed's Pet in, because holy shit, what a card. And then I need something to reload it with, so probably that more common assault cannon there. I want to actually, you know, include everything in the list. Where'd I put it? Good question. I've lost it. God damn it. It would be nice if there was a search feature. Maybe it was equipable. Maybe I'm actually mistaken. Yeah, it actually wasn't equipable, so it was... I could still use it to reload that. Let's see, I'm looking at some other stuff that I can maybe get rid of, because I'd like to... Hang on, the Traitor's Doom is very, very good, and I'd like to have that. So I'm thinking, what can I get rid of in favor of it? Maybe that little, triplex pattern bolter there. Get rid of that. In favor of the Traitor's Doom. Okay, there we go. So, slightly altered it. Well, here's hoping that the balance is correct. Alright, next mission, Forbidden Fruit. Obtain information about enemy base location. Kill at least 15 enemies and recover a Chapter Forge crate. Sounds good to me. I'm hoping that I have the right dude selected for the task here. I'm not exactly sure how that is supposed to work. Maybe you pick them in mission or something. Ah, okay. There we go. So, going in with Terminator armor. Ah, it looks like I don't go in with a squad for this one, so I'm just going to be murdering fools. So be it. Also, this is on fire for whatever reason. So it looks like they've equipped him with some really pretty fucking awesome looking gear based on what I put in the deck. Alright, what are we up against? Basic word bearers marines in your basic run-of-the-mill armor. I don't think I can get into range this turn to hit him with anything. So now would maybe be a good time to equip this motherfucking assault cannon. Affects all targets. What, so anything in range gets hit by this? Holy shit. That's really strong. Now we have an assault cannon. Ho, ho, ho. We just don't... I would like these guys to move into range themselves rather than me having to deal with them. So, you know, you want to just mush in my general direction. And I can introduce you to my little friend. Well, they're not stupid enough to run right into range of my gun, at least. It fires in a straight line, apparently. Good to know. Unfortunately, I'm in a Terminator armor, so, you know, I move a bit slow. They've got to move, like, tons of times before I got to shoot them. Right, well, if you're going to line up like that, then I'm going to punish you for it. So, in theory, if I teleport to the side of them and then shoot through them, they both die, right? Ah, my move can't quite get that far. Or I can summon a wolf. That would be kind of... Or I can sprint. Which still, I can't get around them by the looks of it. That won't get me far enough. Should we summon the wolf? We should summon the wolf, shouldn't we? Put a wolf here. There is now a wolf here, and it's going to eat you. In the meantime, oh, I don't want to shoot my wolf. Well, that was a mistake on my part. Okay, I'll just use a combi weapon instead then, I suppose. I have a mastercrafted combi plasma here that should do the trick. Mostly. Alright, Mr. Wolf, your deck is full of biting. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by that. Well, if I move him there, and then I can just eat that one. As it casually saunters off in this general direction. Bite it! Bite it! There we go. There are indeed no wolves on Fenris. Thank you for the reference. Some will get it, some will not. Looks like I'm gonna get to bite him again. I want to move to the side, just in case I end up hitting him. Oh, shit! That's triggered another one. Those nasty little invisible triggers are a little unpleasant. Bite it. Lots of options available. Move, bite, move, bite. He's running away, and I hardly blame him. He's actually running into range to shoot my wolf, which he hasn't done yet. This guy might, though. Thankfully, wolves are apparently pretty resistant to bolter fire. Who knew? Oh no, I lost one of my many bite cards. Stop shooting the fucking wolf! What did he ever do to you? Jesus. Alright, what can we do here? Can we move into range to murder these fools? The answer is probably. Either sprint or teleport, doesn't really matter either way. The range on the assault cannon is 5. Alternatively, I could just use the combi melter to finish him off rather than waste a shot from the assault cannon, so, you know what, I'll probably do that. Let's use our vortex teleporter to get in range. And the combi melter is probably enough to finish this guy off. And it's not. Unfortunate. But, you know what is? Wolf biting. Yes, indeed. I don't want to put him there because I might want to assault cannon this dude later, so I'm going to put him here instead. Don't want to shoot my own wolf. If I can avoid it. Eat him. Thank you. Still getting a bit of a cold. Yeah, it only shoots in a straight line. Alright, good to know. But I've got 2 actions here, so this guy is boned one way or the other, I think. I'm tempted just to discard one of these cards instead of using sprint, but you know what? Let's go with that. Alright, assault cannon it is then. Have it. And he's very, very dead. That also gives me Reaper, which is that ability I had earlier, so it's going to start stacking armor for me. Okay, alright, we're a little worried about the potential for these invisible motherfucking triggered bastards, so... Wolf, you can go forward and scout for me. Oh, hello. Looks like we found some friends. Who are you? You don't look pleasant. There's an enemy commander, apparently. Alright. And a bunch of shit coming our way. We can keep moving the wolf forward, but I'm not sure that would really help at the moment. So let's just end turn for the time being. See who we got. Alright, well, we have these two other squad mates who may very well be quite helpful. Can we move into range to hit anything with them? Because I'm thinking no right now. But if I move here, I can get ready to rock and roll as soon as they get in range. We can equip this Mars pattern bolter. That gives me some overwatch. So, if these guys move into range, we might be able to hit them. Outside of that, this guy's got a chain axe and a flamethrower. Huh, he also has a movement called Blaze. Causes burn when you're attacking the target at least 3 cells away. That's handy. So yeah, he's a flamethrower specialist. We might... I'm not sure if this counts as an obstacle. It would be nice if the game indicated whether or not this is a obstacle or not, because I'd love to know if I can actually hit this guy, because I may be moving into range here when I don't actually want to. So I'd like to see that. I'd like to see stuff like Cone of Fire available so I can make better decisions. As it turns out, this looks like it is an obstacle, so I can't actually hit a damn thing from here, which is pretty irritating. So yeah, I'm hoping they add that to the game. But apparently he can get shot, although he could not. I don't understand the logic of that. I'm pretty sure I was in range. I guess I was mistaken. I mean, hell, this guy's in range all the way up there. Apparently having the high ground isn't much of an advantage here. But they're bunching up in a nice little I'm gonna hit you with a flamethrower kind of way, so... Yeah, it looks like it's not a... I mean, it's gotta be a cone of some sort. It's not pure straight line. But I just want to... I want to know. I want to be able to see that. And the fact that I can't makes it more difficult to play this game. So hopefully they add that. We're moving Wolfie in range because I'll be able to resummon him at some point and losing him. Oh, fuck, I should not have done that. It's like, hey, I'm going to trigger yet more packs of enemies things that can move immediately is a bit of a dick. Remember, with XCOM, when you trigger a pack, they move into cover and give you a chance to react? Well, they don't fucking do that here. They immediately come in ready to attack, so... I don't know, they might want to rebalance that a little bit. Oh, God, right, well, what the hell do I do here, then? So... I think I can do some pretty severe damage with this flamethrower, but I'm going to have to move into range to do that. I can equip this flamer or use these flamers. That inflicts a burn. If I keep Blaze in my hand, it's going to inflict additional burn as well, but I have to move in order to hit them. So I'm thinking we move down here, and then turn, and that should be enough to hit something with a flamer, one would think. Oh, it's a straight line. So I can't hit shit. Well, that's not good. Is every line of... I mean, if it was... If all shots aren't just a straight line. I want to know what's a straight line and what isn't. Because I've seen these guys shoot at angles. Unless somehow that rock is blocking all of my shots, and yet inexplicably not blocking theirs. Well, that sucks. Okay. You would think that standing there, you would be able to shoot down here, but I don't know at this point, because it doesn't tell you that. I don't know if that's a full obstruction or not. But bear in mind, you can't turn sideways. You can't turn diagonally. You can only face one of 4 directions. Well, I guess we're moving here and hoping that I can hit one of these fuckers, because there's a lot of chaos coming in our general direction. We can hit him. You see, this doesn't use a straight line. This is a cone of sorts. It's more of a block. But some of these weapons are straight lines, and I don't think there's an indicator as to what they are on the card. Hand flamers and autocannons are straight lines. You know what would be really good to do? Indicate that on the card. Tell me this. Right, well, we have the Mars pattern boulder, or we can... I mean, I can't shoot this, I see it. So that's a straight line, and that's going to hit everything in that line, including my own dude, which is obviously not very useful. I can shoot the melter gun, but he's not got armor, so I guess we just open up with what we have and hope that we don't get horribly murdered before help arrives. The wolf is here. He will assist you. Go, Wolfie! For the Emperor and so forth. Bite him! He's definitely gonna die this turn, but you know what? I'm okay with my wolf dying for Fenris. He did well. He's killed like 3 of these bastards. You need to get a fucking move on, mate. That in itself's gonna be tricky enough. Getting over there is a fucking nightmare. I should have probably I might even just pull these guys back next turn. Keeping hold of the heavy flamer might be a good idea. I'm gonna have to toss some cards to get moving. I would really, if possible, like to hold on to ambush. I guess we can toss away the bolter for the moment. Okay, Flamer guy is able to operate this time, but he's not going to be able to hit anything here. What he could, if he can turn around, I'm just trying to think, like, how does the Flamer work? So it looks like it goes 2 in a straight line, and then expands out to there. I'm just thinking of where to stand to get maximum effect. I think over here, and then I could flame this entire group if I get this right. If I get this right. So... it's 2 in a line, then explode. So if I move here, turn them around, then use this flamer, I can hit all of these dudes, and that's going to trigger the additional burn effect when you're attacking at a target at least 3 cells away, which is this. That's going to double burn all these guys. Go for it. Yes! Yes! Fire, fire, fire. Alright, well, these fuckers are on fire in a major way. I'm not sure if that actually stacked, but hey, it did a lot of damage, and I'm okay with that. Wolfie is just dodging bolts left, right, and center. What a bastard. Burn the heretics. With this flamer, I think we're going to have a much easier time. And Wolfie can tank a few more shots for us. Ah! Oh, he's still alive! Somehow. He's not going to be in a minute. He's a lovely little bolt shield. Ah, Wolfie's down. It's to be expected. He's a bolt collector. Okay, well, I see a nice little area of effect here. Oh, you know what? I also see a jump pack opportunity. That which actually won't help because you can't jump over this area because that's inaccessible. That sucks. We could get right in the middle of them and just do some damage, but what I also have a flamer. So, you know what? I can maybe finish them off. They've all backed off. If I can move here, which I don't think I can because I can't move that far. Can I move somewhere where I can hit several of them with that flamethrower? Bear in mind it goes 1, 2, and then bleh, this 6 block here. So it'll be 1, 2, bleh. But I need to stand here to make that happen. And I can't stand there. Can't reach it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares away. None of these cards are going to get me there. The other alternative being that I just open up with the bolter, but even then I'm not actually in the right spot for that. Wait a minute. Aha! I can! If I use the jump pack to jump the rock, I can then hit all 4 of these fuckers with the flamer. That's, what, 1, 2, that's still not right though, is it? Isn't it 1, 2 forward then? 1, 2, Blair, 1, 2, Blair. 1, 2... I think the most I can hit was 3 of them, by the looks of it. No, if I move... No, that isn't right. 1, 2, bleh. So if I jump back here, I can... That hits... That's 1, 2, and then bleh. So I hit 3. The maximum I can hit is 3. Can't hit 4. I'd have to be standing here to hit 4. Because that goes 1, 2, bleh. So... If I am right... Here's hoping I am... 1, 2, bleh. Yep, I was totally correct. So I can kill 2 of them and set the other one on fire. Go for it. I can't move the other Marine. It's not his turn. As far as I'm aware. But now I can fire and finish them off. See, the strategy was optimal. Yes. Burn the bastards! Oh, yes. These guys didn't need my help at all. They're totally fine. Now we're just worried about this fella. Need to reload that flamethrower, I think. Okay, who's gonna get the next action? He might... I don't think he's going into assault cannon range. We're gonna be dealing with this fellow, I think, but... It is what it is. Let's, reload the flamer. Oh, I have Vortex Teleport. I might be able to get into assault cannon range. Assault cannon is what, a straight line? No. Then in that case, I cannot. But once we get into range, we can use the little wolf howl thing to heal him, so that's not too shabby. We'll use the Vortex Teleport. Not a very long teleport. Like I said, can't hit him, because that's the range. But we can move forward once again. And we'll have to eat some shots. I was hoping you kind of spread that fire out so that my heal would be more useful, but whatever. It is what it is. Right, well, you need a good chainsword, my friend, I think. I got a few chainswords lying around that could use a place to live, like in your head. Let's see. We can even get card draw off that. I'm fine with that. Chainsword the fuck out of him. Slicey, slicey. As for you... I'm thinking we'll just use the plasma pistol to finish you off. What would be nice is if you could just, like, turn at will. You have to use a movement card to turn, which is a bit of a pain. Here's what it is. Move him here, and draw the plasma pistol and finish him off. Splat. Okay, so there's probably a bunch more bastards that are going to randomly spawn as we head in this direction. So we need to be ready for that. I'm going to be nice and slow. I want to move into the center here and probably use the wolf howl so I can get the heal on both. There we go. I don't want to move forward too much for obvious reasons. He does have this Overwatch thing going on, which is nice. So that will help, but... he's not going to be able to attack for a little while. If I use sprint to move forward here... like I say, I really don't like this trigger system. With them just sort of appearing out of nowhere. It makes it quite difficult to move predictably. I mean, there's no timer on this mission, so I actually see no reason not to just wait and let my Terminator move again. There really doesn't seem to be a reason not to do that. So you might as well, so that when they finally do pop up... he's going to be ready to attack. That's, you know, that's a pretty sort of lunky system. I just want him ready to go when I eventually invariably trigger another goddamn spawn worth of enemies. The person I want to have move forward is this guy, because then I want my guy with the flamer to be able to respond to whatever happens. There we go. So they sort of pop out of nowhere. Alright, he has a Overwatch weapon, so he can probably just wait, and then someone might run into range and get shot. That said, I think that's a plasma weapon that has a range of 5, and Overwatch only triggers on stuff that's in front of you, so if you flank somebody with an Overwatch weapon, they can't attack again. The plasma missed, which was good, but now we can do something about it. If we sprint, we can get into nice range, and that would put me standing next to an explosive barrel, but here's hoping the AI is not too keen on using that. So I probably am going to use one of these. The flamethrower's not going to hit from here, but the combi melter will, and it's an armor-destroying weapon. And this guy has armor, so we want to get rid of that. There we go, so that's melted his armor off, that's good. And unfortunately, Fatty Terminator is still all the way over there. And apparently is never going to reach his target, ever. So we can move again, or we can just use the Storm Shield to get him up to 3 armor. This guy, on the other hand, he is done with your shit. So I can shoot him, or I can jump back into melee range, or just, I don't even need to jump back, I can just move into melee range and attack him with the chainsword for 190. I just want to see is there any possibility that I can actually kill somebody this turn? Yes, if I take 2 shots at that guy. And this guy gets to move again before him, so I think we just unload 2 shots worth of bolter at this guy. And finish him off. To be honest, yeah, the Terminator summoned the wolf, who ended up getting 3 or 4 kills, whereas the Terminator's actually done jack shit. Okay, ways to kill this guy. Flamer would inflict burn. I'm still not sure if it's, I don't think burn stacks. I'm pretty sure it doesn't stack, because we tried that earlier. We can move into range and try and kill him with the power axe. That could be a one-shot kill. I really shouldn't be standing next to this barrel, but we're gonna go with the chain axe, sorry. Let's go with the chain axe. And we don't get him. That's unfortunate. It means we're gonna eat another plasma shot, which I didn't really want. Painful, but so it shall be. Might as well just finish him off with a chainsword, then. I'll reload off that bolter. We're not facing in the right direction anyway, so we really don't have much of a choice in the matter. And we get 2 cards off the chainsword, so why not? The fucking chainsaw got blood on it. I love that. I still think what would be nice is if after you used a card like that, it just retained the last weapon that you'd used instead of immediately switching back to the other one, but I guess it's just how the equipment system works, so. I've been holding on to ambush for this long just because of how good an effect it is. And I'm not even convinced this was the right way to go. Okay, let's throw away the melter gun just to move forward. There's probably going to be one more spawn of chaos in between me and the boss, I imagine. Not literal spawn of chaos. That would be unfortunate for everyone concerned. If I want to melee, I'll use the wolf claws. So I think we're actually totally fine just pushing forward again with him. 3 of them. 2 with plasma guns. Perhaps I was mistaken, but this guy has 3 armor, so he should be able to take the hits. That was a nice piece of dialogue. It's like, don't worry, we'll absorb the information by eating their brains. That's actually canon, by the way. The Space Marines have a particular gland within them that allows them to gain information by absorbing the flesh and DNA of their victims. No, I'm deadly serious. Well, I do it if it's on Dawn of War 3. That depends. Is Sega going to apologize? Or do something? At this point, I'd be okay with them doing something to guarantee it will never happen again, like put in a set of rules for YouTubers or something like that. But they've done none of those things, so no, I won't be touching it. Unless Sega gets their shit together. Oh, that's a psychic power. Alright. Probably not good. He's in plasma gun range. I ate most of that on that. Apparently that version of the plasma gun has a chance to stun. Not too keen on that. So they've got some kind of regeneration going on here. Not so pleasant. I like the idea of this assault cannon. It does a lot of damage, but in order to actually make it do... I wonder if it actually hits everything. It says it hits all enemies, so it does hit things in a line. You could chew through enemies with it, but actually lining it up is pretty tricky. Think of what I could do with this flamethrower. I can't get close enough to get a good shot off on that, but I do want to take this guy down if possible. I'm just trying to think what I could do to do that. That's going to do that plus the burn. It's not efficient, but I do have something of an obsession with one-shotting things. I don't know if you've noticed that. I wonder if the flamethrower goes... Is there... Yeah, the flamethrower's going to hit from there. Just the angle of that tree made it look like it was an obstacle, but it's actually not. So if I put him here... then I could, and I probably will, just flame him. It's either that or I use the plasma pistol. The flamer uses slightly more effort. I'm now doing the mathematics in my head to see if it would help. It won't matter. These guys are on 15 each. Hang on a minute. This... Yeah. Doesn't matter one way or the other. This guy's going to kill him anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Fucking set the bastard on fire. Burn in righteous fire! You son of a bitch. Apparently attacking this guy causes extra effort for whatever reason. Like, oh, the effort, ugh. Alright, we need to finish him off. How we're gonna do it? With a chainsword, of course. How else? I think, and I'm not a... Yeah, if I... looking at this... There's a little icon on this, which I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can hit someone from the side with a chainsword. It's like, do I want to waste the jump pack when I could just sprint instead? I hope I'm right about this. Anyway, it's a learning experience. These are the kind of things that they need to think about adding to the game. No, chainsword attacks dead ahead. How the hell have I seen people attacking me diagonally with a chainsword then? How the fuck did that happen? Right, well, I'm probably just gonna have to use a melter gun then instead, which is a little annoying. It'll do the job. Yeah, that's one of the big changes I would add. You want some feedback on your version? Oh, the Cyclone missile launcher just showed up. That sounds like an ideal way to blow the living shit out of these motherfuckers. That would involve putting away my assault cannon before really getting to shoot with it, which is a bit disappointing. But AoE, though! AoE, you don't understand. AoE. Area of effect. Yo. Look at it. It's a Cyclone missile launcher. Isn't it fucking great? It's on my shoulders, because of course it is. Now you're about to get royally fucked by the Emperor. This is basically Lehman Russ taking a giant shit on your head. Fires of missiles! It didn't kill them. I was expecting better, honestly. I was hoping for better than that. You know what? If at first you don't succeed, heavy flamer in the back pocket. Fuck you. It missed! Well, I think I used so... Oh, God, I'm on 37 effort used. This guy isn't going to get to move for the next 3 years. Can't believe I fucking missed him. Oh, shit. Hello. We're raptors. Fuck you. Mistakes were made. Now I'm surrounded. Oh, looks like we're getting another dude. Valgard, you may command this forsaken mission, but I demand you leave some of these abominations for me to kill. Oh, shit, son. You're fucked. There's a Terminator behind you. Right, well, these guys, I mean, we can stay out of range of them for a couple of turns. What the hell are they wielding? Those are... Does that chainsword have a bayonet on it? Because that's the most 40k thing I've ever fucking seen. Holy shit. Yo, dog, I heard you like swords, so I put a sword on your sword, so you can stab while you stab. Jesus Christ, that is so grimdark. I might just be orgasming right now, and you just wouldn't know it. Okay. This stubborn little piece of shit needs to be dealt with. Best way to deal with him? Nah. Well, I can't kill him, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't get to move anyway, so I'm just gonna go in range and probably pop him with a plasma pistol, and then next turn I can reload this flamethrower. Actually, the flamethrower is a kill because of burn, so we could ignore him entirely, because does he burn at the start of his turn or at the end of it? At the start. So we can actually flame him, then ignore him and move forward. Assuming we hit him. Which we did. So he's gonna die from burn next turn. So we're not worried about that. Shit is about to go down over there. You have the worst jump packs in the warp. Where the fuck did you get those from? Korn's discount store of military surplus? 80% off right now. Korn's discount store of military surplus. Blood for the blood god at lower prices. Wonder what kind of currency they would use in the warp. Probably Bitcoin. Alright, my strategy is to shoot him in the fucking head. We can take an aimed shot. We can equip this Twin Moors Boulder. Alternatively, we can hit him with Grimblood's Fist, which is also metal as fuck. Let's see, what's the best way to deal with him? I mean, I have 2 aimed shot cards, which means that the chance of missing is basically 0, so I can shoot him a lot. So if I equip the Twin Moors Boulder and just open up on him repeatedly, that's probably the best way to handle this guy for the time being. Also, dual-wield Storm Bolters! Oh god, what? Oh fuck, what happened there? Alright. Dual-wielding Storm Bolters. I do wish you could fire both of them at once. That would be amazing. Alright, open up on him. He does have armor, but we can burn it off. Double aimed shot! Have some of that, motherfucker. It's got runes on it and everything. Alright. There is this chest that I want to deal with. This guy's gonna bleed to death. I want to grab the chest prior to ending this mission. I also want to kill 15 enemy dudes to get extra stuff. Who gets to move? It's him. So I suppose he's gonna be our little chest boy. I'm seeing kind of what the best way to move is. Yeah, jump pack over the obstacle and then sprint is the quickest way to get there. Slanesh's currency is dildos. I mean, you know, that sounds dumb, but it is Slanesh, so that is entirely possible. I'm not going to get there. I don't know if I have to be straight in front of it. I guess we're going to find out. Can we be diagonal to a chest to open it? Because it would be pretty neat if we could. That would save us some effort. The answer is no, we cannot. Okay. Well, so it will be. Alright, we need to reload this. We also need to get the fuck over there. We need to get ready for these guys. So I'm thinking what we do is we reload this and we move into position, get ready for the raptors, and then we start setting them on fire. And in the meantime, we use our Terminator to beat the living crap out of the boss. That sounds like the way to go. Alright, first things first. Reload the flamethrower. We're leaving this guy alone because he's going to burn to death before he gets to shoot again, so there's no point in attacking him. Alright, so I'm looking at movement range stuff here, and these guys can move over obstacles, but they're going to move maximum of 8 squares one way or the other. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy can get into firing range. Nobody else can. He's probably going to shoot my Terminator, who has 3 armor, so I don't really give a fuck anyway. So, I just want to make sure that he can't get into a position where he can shoot him. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he can regardless of where I move him, unless I actually move him all the way over here. So I might actually move just further up the ramp. I just want to be prepared for when these bastards jump on me. And I don't want to take any extra damage on him. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, I mean, even wherever I move is still kind of dangerous, but I think he is okay. Alright, let's see what this guy can do. You don't use las cannons in melee! I mean, I guess that is one of the most corn things I have ever seen, so... Okay, sure, why not? Use the las cannon in melee. Right. You know, none of this is unreasonable. That's the best thing about this game. I can nitpick the shit out of lore stuff with other 40k games, but that is about the most corn thing you could do, so that's canon, as far as I'm concerned. Las cannon! Ah! Oh, you in for it now, motherfucker. You gonna get it. Oh, God, he has a heal. I forgot about that. He has Lorgar's Blessing. So I'm gonna eat a plasma shot. That really sucks. So much for my best laid plans. This is what I get for using Space Wolves instead of Ultramarines that actually know what they're doing. Okay. As it shall be. I'm gonna have to move in order to actually hit him. He moved to the side of me, which is a dick move. Oh, he has Wolf Howl too. Cool, good to know. I need to move, What's the best way to do it? I guess using a Power Fist to do it. Let's move around the side of him so that he has to move in order to shoot me. There we go. This is going to be a deadly dance of punch you in the fucking head. Smack him. There you go. Now, I believe we had a chest to collect. Challenge complete. Uncommon card. It gets me a bunch of loot and runes and all sorts of good stuff. In the meantime, well, I have a bolter that is in dire need of reloading. And you, son of a bitch, with your nonsense. I've had enough of you. Best place to move. 92% chance of the hit of the plasma pistol. I end up aiming in the wrong direction, which is annoying. I don't want him in... he's going to end up in range of the Chaos dudes anyway, so whatever. You're getting a plasma pistol. Sit down now and stop bothering me. Thank you. You don't have to face the chest to collect it. You just have to be within direct contact. Good to know. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Facing is really important in this game. Leave him alone! Thank fuck your terrible shot. Guess that's what you get as a Havoc for trying to engage in range combat. Yeah, you get over here and see what fucking happens to you. You bunch up in a nice little ball. I kind of regret getting rid of my assault cannon now. Hopefully I redraw it later. In the meantime, we're not done with the head punching, by the way. If you thought we were done with the head punching, you were mistaken. The head punching is continuing at this time. You know, I think this guy's going to be just fine against this boss. So, I'm going to use the Storm Shield here to give him a little bit extra defense. He's just going to beat the shit out of him, and we'll deal with these guys. For instance, this fellow over here is going to get royally fucked. What have we got to kill him with? Most of these guns are just not quite enough to kill 100... I can blow this up, but I'm pretty... Wait a second. An idea strikes. If I can do this correctly. I don't think I can. Pretty sure I don't... No? Maybe? No? No. Doesn't work. What I was thinking of doing is I wanted to use a flamer to hit both the explosive barrel and the marine for double damage, which should give a kill. The problem is I can't quite move into range, because the flamer doesn't work that way. Wait a second. Wait a minute. The flamer does work that way if... I fucking well hope I'm okay. There's 1, 2, bleh. Right, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this. There's the flamer that... And I was not. Yeah, I fucked that up. Shit. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I could have done that. I had to move one further back. I fucked up the positioning on it. Unfortunate. Alright, well, there's no point in wasting the flamer shot on him then. I might as well just shoot him with a bolter. At least I'm set up for an Overwatch. So, I guess it wasn't too bad. I can shoot this, but it won't do enough damage to kill it. Yeah, I fucked up. It happens. I'm still learning the game. Shoot him! That was a good amount of damage. And I say, if he walks into range, he might die to my Overwatch. You fuckers! You're gonna regret this. This is the luckiest guy alive, by the way. My Terminator is ready. Shame I used my Cyclone. But I do have other things available. Oh, yes. Now, I have Ambush in my hand. So what I want to do, if possible, is shoot to get an additional action point. And then I could equip the Hellfire. So what I'm thinking is I move... It's got to be, let's see... Ambush is... Receive 1 action point when attacking from at least 4 cells away. So who do I want to shoot with the Master Crafted? Probably this dude. More likely to kill him. I could... If I get a full hit, I can kill the guy with the Havoc, but I'm just not thinking that's very likely with the aim chance. especially since they're also armored, and this doesn't take off armor. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I move here and turn around, and then I shoot this bastard with the Mastercrafted Combi Plasma, that should trigger ambush, which should allow me to equip the bolter as an additional action. Kaboom, he's down. And then we get Overwatch. And it also triggers Reaper, which means that I get more armor. And there we go. I have now... Goodbye. It's a shame that I'm losing that. But yeah, now I have an Overwatchable bolter. So if any of those bastards come into range, I can maybe shoot... Stop that! With the fucking las cannon. I'm gonna have you for that. As you can see, armor doesn't seem to... Oh, dear. I mean, I probably should have expected that. There are now quite a few more of them. However, it is burning time. It is set the motherfuckers on fire time. Yes, it is. I'm thinking we burn these two. He's about to be in some serious trouble, but he does have a lot of armor and he might be able to survive for a little while. We're going to need to send aid to him sooner rather than later. I'm thinking these two will probably be able to handle these guys, so I'm probably going to send my Terminator up there afterwards. In the meantime, we have some troublesome, loathsome little fools to deal with, so 1, 2, bleh is the way that shot works. Set it up. And knock him down. You know, actually I might want to use the Lathe variant Flamer instead, because that's a card discard. That might force them to use something suboptimal. It does slightly less damage. Bear in mind, as I said, I don't think Blaze stacks. If it did, I'd use the equipped flamethrower, but since it doesn't, I think the best bet is to actually use the card-based one-use flamethrower instead. Oh! That one, that's a hand flamer. That only goes in one direction. Okay, right. Well, the decision has been made then. That's only a hand flamer, not a regular flamer. Okay. Alright, melt him with this then. This'll hit both of them. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the burn doesn't stack, but we're just inflicting as much damage as possible right now. This could be a problem. Because his armor's gonna burn off really quick. I assume that him dying actually doesn't matter, but it's just kind of a matter of pride for me at this point. I don't want a big, grizzly, teleporty, awesome guy to die, if possible. The movement is becoming a problem here. We don't have enough to kill any one of these guys straight up. I'm gonna have to burn something. I guess we burn that, turn around, and open fire. Probably the best bet for the time being. As I said, this is a good game. It really is. This is a good 40k game. It's a good tactics game. I'm seeing, like, there's a lot of depth here, and I love the aspect of card collection, because there's so many nerdy as fuck guns to get. The only issue, I think, the main issue I have with it, other than animation speed, which could be improved, again, is the information given to the player. Here's what I would do. If you hover over a card, I would immediately have it display viable targets on the basis of selecting it. So, here's an example of how I'd do it. This guy's standing right here. So, if I were to hover over this, it would immediately show where this would fire. Now, I can click it for that information, but that's 2 additional clicks to get information that I otherwise should be able to get at a glance. And when assessing the moves to take, you have to do several clicks like that. And it would be helpful to see what each card did with a hover over immediately, based on your position on the battlefield. I think that would be a really nice little feature. Here's another thing that would also be good. If you have a weapon equipped, then it should constantly show who you can hit when making a movement. So let's say I hit this and hit move. What it should be showing me here is the arc of fire on my equipped weapon on each of these squares. So if I were to move here and face in this direction, it would show that there's an arc of fire which allows me to hit these guys. Because, of course, you know, if I move here, I might not even be able to hit that guy because of this obstruction. This is the kind of information that you need to give to the player so they can make proper decisions. Okay, let's beat on this fuck. Really, the best thing we can do at the moment, we could just run for it, and, I mean, that's probably not the worst idea I've ever had. Just keep moving, and rejoin the rest of our guys, because 3-on-1, this guy's not going to win that fight. Let's be just 100% on that one. That's not going to happen. We are dealing with this fellow. Jump pack, and then hit him with a chainsword would clear him out quite nicely. Trying to think if there's a better way. I don't think so. Not from what I can see. Alternatively, I wouldn't waste the jump pack. Just move, turn, chainsword. Uses slightly less effort anyway. There's card draw on top of this stuff as well, and it's actually a fairly light effort. You'll notice that a lot of the melee attacks use way less effort than shooting, so if you are focusing on it compensates for the fact that moving takes as much as it does. So if you're focusing on melee, you can actually move a lot more often. Alright, that guy's on fire. He moves and takes a shot. This guy is getting a little low. I do have that Wolf's Howl, though. So, assuming he doesn't die right now, which of course is entirely possible, I can move that Terminator here and Wolf's Howl and heal everyone, including Terminator Bro. He's on 4 HP. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, well, he's not dead, so I'll take it. This jump back may be able to set me up for a nice attack here. Let's see, if I... if I jump back right here, I can flame both of them with the triplex. Oh, did I lose my Wolf's Howl on the discard? Oh god, that sucks. Alright. I'm not sure how long burn lasts. If it does, this guy's dead. If it doesn't, well, he's not. Clicking on him doesn't give me that information. That would be something else as well. Hover over information on buffs and debuffs. Because as you noticed earlier, they had used this ability which gave them a heal every turn, and I forgot about it, so I made the wrong move. Generally good to include that information either on hover over or as part of the information plate, or on click. Any of those things. We're trying to just get this Terminator out of the way. Thankfully, these guys, like, burned a bunch of turns, so they're gonna take a while to get to me. So I can just keep sprinting to the rest of my squad. And they're probably gonna take a turn to get to me. I'm not sure how many rounds the Stormbolter can actually hold. I'm gonna reload. It might just be 2. I'm hoping it's 3. There's no pay to win at all. All currency is earned in-game. It's literally impossible to buy cards. It's just, they converted it from a free-to-play mobile game to a premium $10 PC game. And they changed the in-game economy so that all the cards you get are from in-game. Okay, we need to deal with these fuckers. We could, in theory, assuming that we pull this off, kill them all with the flamethrower. Assuming it hits. Here's hoping it does. Oh, yes! Barbecue. Lovely. 2 Havocs down. We need to reload this thing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Reload it with the hand flamer. You have the worst jump pack in the warp. I bet he gets bullied by his friends. His mother bought him, like, the discount Fisher-Price jump pack. He got bullied at Chaos School because everyone else got those stylish Nike or Adidas jump packs, and he got the, like... I don't know much about trainers. The Asda equivalent. He got the Asda jump pack. The Asda Savers jump pack. Alright, Valgard is finally able to move. And he is pissed! Also, I can equip 2 bolters. Because that's metal. But I've got a better idea, and it involves probably throwing away that Stormbolter, running up to him, and hitting him in the face with the level 2 Frostblade. Which also sets me up for a potential Overwatch with this other guy. Let's do it. I'm a Terminator with a bolt pistol. I know I look silly, but don't mock me for it, because this'll happen. That didn't kill him. He has armor. I forgot about that. I'm a dumbass. That guy's really pissed. And he's not doing anything. That's not going to be too helpful for him. Alright, can we move into bolter range? Probably. I think that's bolter range. Who knows? Let's see what happens. It is in bolter range. Shoot the fucker. Now he's dead. Storm bolters are technically one-handed, yes. They're used one-handed by Terminators. So, they are, for all intents and purposes, pistols. I don't want to... I'm going to assume you probably get a penalty for losing a character, which is why I'm going to move this guy back. Because otherwise the AI is just going to run up to him and kill him, which would kind of suck. Alright, now we have solved a few of our problems here. I think we just open fire and kill him, straight up. Double aimed shot. Bum bum bum. He has armor, but we can shoot him again to finish him off now that the armor's been stripped away. No, you're staying here. Yes, I'm well aware something could spawn behind you. Let's equip 2 legendary bolt pistols. We also have this giant fucking thunder hammer that hits for 513 damage. Guess who's getting it? Oh, yes. Look at this shit he's dual wielding. Where is he? Where is he? There's a tree in the way. That's not helpful. There you go. I'm pretty sure that is not approved by the Codex Astartes. You know, I don't actually want to throw away my thunder hammer to move, so I'm just going to stand right here for the time being, if you don't mind. I should have seen that one coming. What was the optional objective was to kill 15 chaos, right? I'm not actually sure if I've done that yet. You are staying right here. You are not going anywhere. You might die. You only have 4 hit points, for fuck's sake. I don't trust you. Overwatch! My god, that is powerful. And that's why hell, again, I want to just dual wield those for double Overwatch. That would be super powerful. I assume Overwatch only triggers once, but it is a 75% chance, so it's hard to say. Okay. We have a flamethrower, and they're standing in a line, and you know that's a terrible idea. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. Let's go 1, 2, boom, boom. I could hit one of them with the flamethrower from there, that's it. And I can't move any further than that. So, I suppose we'll just have to make do with bolt guns. I guess just shoot him in the head. Don't see why not. Here's hoping they don't have any AoE weapons. That'll be really awkward for me. I'm going to assume they don't. Are you just going to be angry over there? Alright, he's finally coming up to fight. He has a heavy bolter. Which would hurt if I didn't have 3 armor on my Terminator. As it stands, we don't give any fucks whatsoever. Alright, time to ruin people's days. Both of these have Overwatch on them. They both do pretty damn good damage. I don't have a way to reload this, though. Target discards 1 card, plus % damage to chain weapons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything that chains off of that, so it doesn't really matter. Alternatively, we just pull out the master-crafted combi plasma and blow somebody away with that. That's also effective. So many possibilities. This little bolt pistol isn't going to get me very far. This one, on the other hand, will. This is probably just going to be a straight-up kill on him, and then we combi plasma the other guy. Didn't quite kill him, but close enough. Well, combi plasma on him then. Let's see how that does. We are just not doing well today, are we? He's pissed! Alright. Well, that's good news for me. So I can take another shot. Pretty much guarantee kill. You know what I'd prefer to do, though? Use this to teleport right over here, equip the lightning claws, and go a little bit slicey-dicey. Also, he shot me and I lost my goddamn legendary Thunderhammer card, so I'm extremely annoyed about that. Hello, dear. Who do we want to punch or shoot? Oh, damn. I should have aimed in that direction. Yeah, so movement cards don't, in fact, use your rage slot. Good to know. This is a single-handed lightning claw, so you know what? We can swap this out. Good to know in future. So you can move and then do a rage attack. Alright. We have the claw. The claw. So that will be helpful. Oh, cool. We got that psychic power back. Are we within 5 squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2... I think we are. I think if we pop that, we'll actually heal 3 of our guys. So, you know what? I think that's a great idea. You know what would be really nice? If that actually fucking indicated. It does, but he's slightly out of range. I'll have to move him a little bit for that to work. Okay. The other possibility is we move up to him and punch him in the stomach. That's also okay. I'll have to throw away the storm shield to do it, but you know what? We'll take it. I don't have any ammo left in my bolter. We'll just go for the punching instead. Oh, my rage bar is still high. I think I actually will still get to use it. So I think we might be able to... Uh-oh. Shit. Oh dear. Well, that triggered a bunch of them. Quite literally. Well, let's move in range of that wolf howl. I do mean that. Get as close as possible. Alright, I'm just looking at these stats. I don't want him to just be picked off, so I think we might have to keep him there for the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think if you kill a certain number of them, they'll spawn a bunch more until the boss dies. That seems to be the way that this mission works out. Well, these guys aren't in range anyway, and they're going to take a while to get there, too. They're going to take at least another turn to get in range. So I'm not massively worried yet. We could probably kill the commander before that happens, and with the rage bar full, the damage that we can do with the lightning claw is going to be very high. That's assuming we can get in close enough to use it. In the meantime, we do have these fellows to deal with, so let's move forward. Who do I want to shoot at? I'd prefer to shoot him. He's almost dead, and he can't actually act yet anyway. So I'm thinking the best thing we can do is move up here and then take a pot shot at the boss. It'll have to be the melter gun because we have no bullets. I haven't reloaded yet. So you can take a shot with the melter gun. I'm going to have him keep moving. Because he's going to be able to use his wolf howl in a minute, so you'll get a heal off it. There we go. And you know what? He could actually finish him off with a plasma pistol shot, which would be rather nice, wouldn't it? So, oh yeah, this was actually a bad idea. No, yeah, it is a bad idea because of the boss, but we do have all of this cool shit to use, so I'm thinking we might be alright. Okay, we're going to use the teleporter. I don't really want to stand next to the explosive barrel, if possible. We're going over here, and I'm going to do a Rage Lightning Core attack on him and do as much damage as possible. Click! I can't click fast enough. Big hits, lots of damage. Unfortunately, he's probably dead now. Ah, god damn it. After everything we did, we got him killed. Like an idiot. I should have seen that coming a mile away. I did, but I miscalculated. I thought this guy would get to move first, and I was like, oh no. Oh well, he actually doesn't have a weapon he can use. So at this point, he might want to just toss everything he's got and hopefully get a weapon of some sort. Because he can't do shit right now. There we go. Oh look, it's Wolf's Howl. Well, you can use... I don't even have enough action points to use it. Oh dear. Well, let's finish this guy off. Jump pack time. There's no reason to use that at all. You're better off moving here. Will the flamethrower hit him too? It actually will. If it's the right kind of flamer. No, it won't because he's behind there. Alright. Chainsword it is then. Slicey slicey. I say, I don't even know if there's a penalty for losing him. It probably is just like score or something. That barrel is looking suspect. Oh, you by all means, feel free. Reload the Stormbolter. I'm going to assume that this will be the end of the mission, but God knows if that will be the case, so let's fight and assume that it is not for the time being. As for you, you could do with a good slapping. The commander is dead. And that completes the mission, as it turns out. I'm hoping that I got the bonus objective. I did. Lovely. Bunch of rare cards, bunch of booster packs, bunch of currency. And I only got 3... God. Oh, or maybe I didn't accomplish that, actually. Well, I'm not sure if I did. It doesn't really say. I assume these are the mission objectives, so maybe I didn't kill 3. It would be nice to have a tracker for that. That would be good, I think. Tracker for optionals. Alright, well, that's that dealt with. Very nice. But yeah, he's fine. He's still alive, somehow, after all of that. It doesn't matter if the squad members die in a mission unless it specifically says otherwise. So... now we have everybody, I believe. I don't know if you can take everybody into a mission. I'm going to probably assume not. Oh, we got frag grenade as well. All sorts of other shit. That's neat. I like it. Yeah, it's nice. I like it a lot. I think it's a pretty solid implementation, and the business model now being less shit means that it is worthy of being looked at. What needs to be done with it primarily is to sort out a lot of the UI and information obfuscation problems that the game has. If they can sort that out, then it'll be really great. And as I said, it has challenges and multiplayer as well. Challenges are evidently not implemented yet. There are these, there's a decent campaign. And then you've got the multiplayer, which you take a squad leader and 2 squad mates. And if you win, well, you get rewards, you get credits for playing multiplayer matches, and the higher leagues get you more credits. Simple as that. There's even an online ranking, which I am obviously not on, because I never played PvP before. Kill opponents here, yeah, I mean, that's the only PvP mode that looks like it's available right now. Yeah, it's neat. I like it quite a bit. But yeah, the Terminator does... the problem with the Terminator stuff is that most of it takes more effort than everything else, which means you get to act less. So, the Terminator obviously has some very strong weapons and a lot of defense, but he doesn't get to act as often, which actually did cause a bit of a problem in that mission. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching, folks. On a bit of a cough, so to go and take more pills, throat lozenges, medicine, and all that sort of thing, and get back to work. I've got more videos to get done over the course of the weekend. Keep an eye on my Twitter. I may very well randomly decide to stream later. It's entirely possible. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.